Hubby said I could go shopping today. So shopping I went. What all did I buy? I have some Walla Walla onions, some pansies, or I'm not sure if they're pansies or if they're violas, one or the other. This one is called, just a second here, an Iberis. Don't know anything about it, but it's a perennial. I believe this is some dill, some mint. This is an anemone. This one is a hellebore. Aren't the flowers just amazing? Such a beautiful color. Here we have some pansies that are a very unique color. We have an eggplant, some cauliflower, which I never seem to have good luck at starting on my own, and an Iceland poppy. There's one blooming. Let's see if we can turn it around, look at it. Oh yes, quite pretty. I bought a few more seed packets, always. Then I treated myself to a greenhouse. It's just a little bitsy one. They had one set up in the store, and it looked quite sturdy, so I decided to go ahead and get it. It's 23.1 by 17.4 by 57.1 inches. So it will fit perfectly in the back part of my little garden out here. So now I'm going to go show you the other thing I got was strawberry plants. I have 2 towers that I filled with strawberry plants. Oh, what I did yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, I believe it was yesterday. I planted out, those are all kales down there that I planted. And I planted a whole bunch of echinacea seeds that were on, leftover from, I saved from last year. Okay, so let's come over here and look at the strawberries. In these ones on top, I dug up from my current strawberry area, but the ones down below, all the rest of them, plus all but 1, 2, 3, 4 in this blue container, are a kind of strawberry that I have never planted before. They're bare root berries. To me, they look quite dead. Let's see if I can you see that? I can't tell if I'm showing you the right thing, but I think I probably am. So I planted those, made sure that the roots were underground and that the, I forget what it's called, part of the strawberry is actually above ground, so that they actually live. And you can, as I come over here, if you can see my current strawberry bed, I need to remember to take in my digger. My current strawberry bed is just a nice straight row now. Over here there's a whole bunch of kale planted, and I left room. I'm going to plant beans in there, but I'm not going to do it quite yet. Had some leftovers, and I put them in that blue container. And part of the strawberries came in a bag of blooms. I didn't use the bag. I just used the bare root strawberries that were in there. So I'll have to come out here and clean up after myself. But let me walk. Over here and let's see if we can you see the bare root in there? These ones right here are quinolts. The others are albions or something like that. And my bag of berries, so let's see if it told me what kind they were. I can't see where it really says. I'm going to set this right here, and I should take this bag out and show it to you. Supposed to fill it up with dirt and put the berries through those holes. Hang it from somewhere. That really isn't what I wanted to do. So, you know, I think I could hang tomatoes or something from that if I wanted to bad enough. More like that Upsy Daisy one that used to be popular a couple of years ago. Okay, I was going to show you in here. Let me take the lid off of this. Those are cilantro. That's pretty warm. I think I'll leave that lid off for a while. And in this one, those are second yarrow down in there. The other two containers, I haven't gotten anything up yet. Get all that grass out of there. A few onions coming up here and there, and I'm going to pluck those up and plant them elsewhere. And I think I want to go diagonally across here with 2 rows of tomatoes there, and over here tomatoes, and I should put peppers in between the tomatoes. And I'm not going to do those quite yet. They're happily snug inside. I uncovered all of this, and it looks like my lavender looks good. My lemon balm looks good. I'm not sure if I don't think it's a cabbage, it's a, what do you call it? Collard plant there. Over here I planted some kohlrabis, but they never did kohlrabi up on me. I don't know, weirdness. Over there I've got some, and both ends I've got some red vein sorrel and some parsley, and it looks like some oregano, and I think maybe a what's it called? It looks a little bit like the lavender, but it's not lavender and it's not rosemary. Tarragon, I think that's what it is. And some weeding to do in there, some onions. Oh, there's chives and onions. So lots of work still to do, but I get more and more of it done all the time. Right, right in there, I think, is where I want to put my little greenhouse. Needs to be in the sun, but in the afternoon, especially in the summer, the shade, see the shady here now, this shade moves that direction in the course of the afternoon. Okay. Most of these are going to go out in front on what I call the mound, and the majority of them are perennials. So what I told my husband, it's a good investment because theoretically it means I don't have to plant them again next year or the year after. They should just come back for me. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So I'm enjoying these pretty colors. Well, I'm going to try to get my greenhouse put together and do a lot of resting this evening. I found my back was hurting planting the strawberries out for some reason or other, so I took some ibuprofen and some Advil. Advil. My back feels better. My flower. Oh, the other thing I did, I pulled down some of my why do I always forget the name of that plant? Clematis. And I was almost too late because it was starting to green up already, just mixed in with all the dead stuff. So I kind of trimmed it down. Usually I trim it all the way to the ground, and I really couldn't do that this time because it was starting to climb up already. And I didn't want to kill all of what had already grown. So, oh, the other thing I got there I didn't tell you. Just a second, let me show you. Was a hosta. Yeah, I used to have a hosta. I think I still do. But it's not in a spot. It stays little, and it's not in a spot that is very showy. So, got some blood meal and some Epsom salts. Already had some bone meal and just regular fertilizer. Gardening season has begun. That is for sure. I realized there's a few things I didn't show you for my shopping spree today. So let's get busy and show you. Well, I mentioned that I got some seeds. I didn't tell you what they were. I got a passion flower, a hollyhock, a Hungarian blue poppy, some ground cherries. Now, I was hoping these were Aunt Molly's. They just say ground cherries. A Shirley poppy, a Mexican sunflower. Aren't those pretty? And last but not least, a black-eyed Susan vine. This bouquet is from my yard. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so in here, let's see if it'll show you. Oh, I'll just stick one of them out there. I got seed potatoes. I believe they are Yukon Golds. I got some gladiola bulbs, some dahlia bulbs, some clematis, and a papaver, which looks to me like a poppy. And the last thing I did today was get my greenhouse put together and up. I am going to put some poles around the sides to secure it a little better, but that should be fine until tomorrow. It was kind of a dickens to put together. The little things kept coming undone. I was thinking they should have told me to put glue in there, but I didn't. I just put it together. And as I secure it a little bit better, it will be okay. I'll work on that in the morning. But that's all for today. Well, until my next video, may the good Lord richly bless you. May your gardens be plentiful and beautiful. May you always seek the truth. Until next time, Darlene at Darlene's Garden, signing out.